China's relationship and partnership with Pakistan goes back to the 1960s. So it's not a new partnership, though it gets a lot more attention today, and it is a much more close relationship. It's a closer relationship today than it has ever been. China's relationship with Pakistan and partnership initially was, and for a number of years, was diplomatic and military. In fact, some would even say that the relationship isn't between China and Pakistan, but was between the Chinese military and the Pakistani military. And in Pakistan's case, the military was a very dominant political actor throughout Pakistan's history, even when Pakistan was experiencing periods of democracy. And so China and Pakistan had a very strong government-to-government or military-to-military relationship where China helped provide and build Pakistan's military capabilities, but also its nuclear capabilities as well. It also helped Pakistan diplomatically, for example, at the UN Security Council on occasion. And so you did see this kind of very close government-to-government relationship. What was eventually added to this as China's economy grew and as its companies and its government started going abroad a lot more is the development of what was called the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor that helped establish or deepen China-Pakistan economic ties. And what this led to was not just a growing economic and technological relationship in addition to the military relationship, both in terms of China helping build Pakistan's conventional and nuclear capabilities, but also economic ties that helped increase people-to-people ties between China and Pakistan, including the development, for example, of the port of Gwadar that lies atop the Arabian Sea and is of some concern to other countries in the region. This China-Pakistan relationship has been a matter of concern for India, which sees both countries as a rival. Its two biggest security challenges or external security challenges. India sees them working with each other as a source of great concern for two reasons, at least. One, that China has helped actively build Pakistan's capabilities, military capabilities. But second, that there is from a military or operational point of view, the Indian military planners have to think about the prospect and have to plan for the prospect of what is called a two-front war. That is either that when India might be engaged in conflict with China, that Pakistan would join and tie down Indian forces on its western front, but also another possibility that if India and Pakistan were ever involved in the conflict, that China would open up an eastern front. And so from both a strategic perspective, which is that China and Pakistan, to India's two main rivals, were helping each other, and that China was helping keep India bogged down in South Asia by supporting its rival Pakistan. So both from that strategic perspective, as well as an operational one, which is that the Indian military had to start planning for a two-front war, India had deep concerns about the China-Pakistan relationship. There was one additional element. Because of China's support for Pakistan in various diplomatic forums, including the UN Security Council, there was concern in India that offered Pakistan cover for allegedly supporting and being able to support various militant or terrorist groups that were based in Pakistan but acting against Indian interests. So, for example, the kind of groups that are designated by the US as well as terrorist groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba or Jaish-e-Mohammed, who have conducted attacks in India, including the 2008 terrorist attacks in Mumbai, which were traced to these groups in Pakistan. What India felt was that China offered Pakistan, it wasn't actively involved or supported Pakistan because China had its own has its own concerns about terrorism, but that China, by helping blunt some of the criticism or even sanctions potentially against Pakistan, it allowed Pakistan under the Chinese shadow to conduct these activities, or at least to look the other way while these groups were operating out of Pakistan.